Hi again, beautiful crazy angels. I hope y'all are doing good. I wanted to record a second video for y'all and just a little introduction into me and how the fuck I got to be this freaking awesome. Here we go. So, I had a great life for a very long time. So I was about 9 years old. Amazing. My mom and dad weren't together anymore. They had gotten divorced when I was about 3 and they split custody and stuff. So, but that was fine. I was fine with that. I lived on a farm with my mom and her new husband and my brothers. I had amazing brothers. I liked being on the farm with them a lot. It was awesome. And then one day it just wasn't. It's kind of crazy because living on the farm, my mom had a chicken coop that she absolutely adored. She had built that chicken coop herself, and so she was out there weed eating and taking care of all the grass and stuff and making it all pretty. I guess she just took a lot of pride in it because she built it. But my brothers were being assholes, of course. So I went to go tattle on them because I was like 9 years old, you know. You know how 9-year-old little sisters are. I was the only girl, the youngest. Hello. Of course I was going to tattle. What do you think you are? Excuse me, sorry. My mamasaurus for my kids. Love it. So fucking awesome. It says, "Don't mess with me or you'll get your ass kicked." I fucking love it. That's the first gift they've ever bought me on their own. But anyway, okay, sorry. So I went to go fucking tattle on my brothers because I don't even remember now what the fuck they did, but they did something to piss me the fuck off. Whatever it was. I went to go tell my mom, and my mom had me go get my brothers, and she said, "Please tell them to come here, and all of you guys come back." And so when we got back over there, she gave us all a hug, and she told us how much she loved us, and that never to worry, that no matter what, she would always be with us in her heart. And it was weird. And she, like I said, she gave us a hug. We all ran off. Didn't think twice about it. We're fucking kids. We don't think twice about that kind of stuff, you know? It's whatever. We got a hug from her mom. She told us not to fight. How long is that going to last? Not long. But anyway, so after that, so about 5-10 minutes later, I had decided that I wanted to ride my bike to school. And the next day was my friend. And so I went running up to go ask her about it. And she was laying in the grass with her hand over her face, you know. A part of me thought she was taking a nap. But she wasn't. As soon as I moved her arm, I could tell something was very, very wrong with her. So I screamed for anybody that would come, and it was too late already. She had died of a brain aneurysm. And literally quicker than that, she was gone. So at least it wasn't painful, I can say, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But after that, my whole world just went flipped upside down because I had to go live with my dad, and my brothers had to all go live with their dads. So we were separated. And I wasn't living on a farm anymore. I wasn't surrounded by family. And on top of everything, I was an only child. And talk about being lonely. I don't think I've ever been lonelier in my entire life. Even to this day, that is a very, very lonely thing for a little kid to be suffering in. And my dad, I love you, Daddy. And if you ever watch these, you're an amazing man. And the truth is what it is. It's history. It made me who I am. And you are the most awesome papa and father I could ever ask for. You've made up for history tenfold over. Just so you know. I don't regret anything. So, love you, Papa. But anyway, my dad, he wasn't an easy man. He was hard. He was a haggard generation, you know, women jobs, men jobs. You don't tell your feelings, you don't cry, you keep that to yourself. You fucking suffer alone in your room, but when you're out with everybody, even your own family, you don't share that shit. So, I think it was like 3 days after she died. He had seen me crying in my room, and he come in and he said, "Cowboy up. Ain't nothing, she's gone. Nothing you can do is gonna bring her back. And what's crying gonna do?" And yeah, he was correct about all those things. But that doesn't mean that it felt good. He didn't take into account my feelings and the fact that I needed to cry. I needed to let it out. I needed to understand that I wasn't alone. Why did this happen? Why would God take away my mom? A good God take away my mom, and take me away from every family member that I was used to being around all the time. I just couldn't understand that. And I needed him to hug me and tell me that it was going to be okay and that he loved me. Dang it, that hair is pissing me off. It keeps coming down to my face. I'm sorry if I play with my hair a lot. It's like I said, ADD, ping pong balls, can't sit still, talk with my hands, animated. But anyway, I needed him to hug me and tell me that everything was going to be okay. But he didn't know he needed to do that. See, that was the problem. Once I moved in with my dad, he didn't know what the fuck to do with me. I was a 9-year-old little girl. Like, what the fuck do you do for a 9-year-old little girl? Especially a man like him, haggard generation, fucking manly man. He had no fucking clue what to do. I might have if I put my glasses on. I haven't been wearing them. Sorry. Switch. My bad. But so, life was just a lot different from what I was used to, and I learned really quick that people didn't want to hear how I felt. They didn't want to hear that I was sad. People get tired of that, and they didn't want to hear it. So I learned then to hold it in, keep it in. Don't let anybody see it. Don't let anybody feel it. None of that. And I will say, too, that a lot of people look at me crazy when I tell them this, but I am very sensitive to how other people feel. My kids hate it because if something's wrong and they get in the car, I instantly know what's wrong. Nothing. I'm fine. I hate that. I'm fine. I feel it. I can feel that something's wrong. Just tell me that something is wrong and I'm not fucking crazy because you're driving me nuts over here. Because I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell's wrong? What's going on? Whose ass do I need to fucking kick? Hurting my baby. That's usually how I feel. Whose ass do I need to kick for hurting my baby? That's the one. But usually it's just some fucking friend drama or something. Who knows? Something stupid. But the thing is it doesn't feel stupid because it's their feelings. And so being very sensitive to other people makes me I've heightened emotions because of it. It took me a long time as a kid because a lot of times I felt other people's emotions as if they were my own, but they're not. And then people usually, when I tell them this, they try to test me. What am I feeling? And it doesn't always work like that. And some people are harder than other people. Some people, I can't fucking tell for shit. But like my husband, he calls me a mind reader. He thinks I can read minds, but I can't. I can just feel what you're feeling, and men are easy. Food. I want to fuck. Ooh, shiny. So, sorry, boys. I'm sorry. I don't mean that for real. But anyway, moving on. So, from the point of living with my dad, we decided to move to a smaller town because I needed help in school. With all the craziness, my mom having 4 kids and a farm and stuff, even though they had diagnosed me dyslexic in school, my mom didn't have time to push the issue and make sure that the school was doing what it was supposed to be doing and helping me. So I wasn't reading at but maybe like a 1st grade level, I think. Maybe less. I wasn't ever taught phonics. So how do you fix that when you don't teach somebody how to sound out words? I don't know. Because it don't make no fucking sense to me. Y'all change the rules of phonics and whenever it doesn't suit you, and it's like certain words, they don't sound anything like they're spelled, and sometimes the E at the end does not make the vowel in the middle say its name, so riddle me that fucking Batman. Even to this day, I struggle with phonics. I was taught to memorize. You want to learn something? Write it 100 times and or read it 100 times, you know? So I let my husband do the reading, teaching, and or my best friend. She's a fucking teacher at heart. See, that's not me. Like I told you before, I'm a helper. I'm a psychologist at heart. Even though I didn't finish and I didn't go to school and become a psychologist, I'm definitely a helper. I'm that kind of person. I'm the lean on kind of person. Like, I want to hear it all and I want to share my experiences with others too. So, but anyway, we moved to a small town, and next time we talk, I'll let you know how this small town fucking fucked up this. It was bad. But anyway, I'll save that till next time. Let the suspense eat at you. I'm sure it's eating at all of, 2 of you that are watching. But I love you. The 2 of you that are watching. And I do. I love each and every one of you that decide that I'm worth watching. And I hope that I am for you. I hope that I live up to everything that you hoped I would be. Until next time, crazy angels. Bye-bye.